back, students, to the day 2 of geography, class 6, chapter number 1, the earth in the solar system. Students, as we every day in a new class we recall the things what we had done in the earlier or the previous class. So students, on the day 1 of geography we had started with the introduction part of the earth in the solar system. In that we had came across to know about what is universe, what is galaxy, what are galaxies, sorry, what are constellations, how many constellations are altogether in the universe, which constellations are most prominent or the famous ones, just like I had recalled you about Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, and the constellation which is known worldwide, the Hunter, or most commonly known as Orion. So that those are the things or the topics which we had covered on day 1 in the same chapter of geography, the Earth in the solar system. Now we are proceeding on day 2, the solar system. So our solar system is made up of. So now we will come or focus our discussion on the solar system. That solar system we are knowing that is present in our galaxies. But what is present? What are the contents of the solar system of our solar system? So our solar system is made up of sun. The head of the solar system or the start system of our solar system is considered as sun, the brightest, the biggest star. And along with in our solar system, apart from sun, there are 8 planets altogether. Again, Pluto is not a planet, it is a dwarf planet. In most of the classes you all will not find detailed description about dwarf planet, but in my class in the coming slides I had discussed in detail what are dwarf planets. So not to worry, we will discuss when we will discuss the dwarf planet. I had made a specific topic on that only. Satellites, asteroids and meteoroids. So all these things make up our solar system. Sun, 8 planets, Pluto, that is not planet, dwarf planets, satellites, asteroids and meteoroids. These all are present in our solar system, and one by one we will come to know as we progress in the chapter. The solar system is also called a solar family. Solar system or solar family, both are the same thing. If someone tells what is solar family, you will just relate to it you will just relate to with our solar system. Solar system and solar family both are the same things with different names, and the head of our solar system or our solar family is the sun, being its head. Definitely, now we will discuss in detail about the sun, that it is located in the center of the solar system. In the previous class I had given a diagram of our solar system. I think you must all you have seen the diagram very closely and minutely. I hope so. And if you hadn't done that, please do that. It will help you a lot in understanding the chapter. So, it is the sun, the head of our solar system is located at the center of our solar system, in at the center in middle. It is made up of, now what is sun made up of? Sun is made up of extremely hot gases, and what it produce? It produce light and energy. It gives light and energy to us also. We, from where do we get light and energy? From where do the earth get light and energy? From the sun itself. So it produces light and energy. Talking about the distance of the sun, it is about 150 million kilometers away from our earth. The distance of the sun from our earth is how much? 150 million kilometers, very far from earth, right? It has a diameter, the diameter, the round circle, the diameter of around 1.39 million kilometers. So the diameter of the sun, if somebody ask you, tell me the diameter of the sun, so you will be able to tell easily that it is 1.39 million kilometer diameter. It is 150 million kilometer away from the sun. It is the distance. And talking about the size, it is 109th time bigger than the earth. What is the total size of the earth? As compared to earth, it is 109th times bigger than the earth. So as compared to earth, the sun is very, very, very big. This is the first component of our solar system, the sun, that we had discussed. Now the planet. And in planets, we will discuss about the 8 planets that are present in our system. And among those 8 planets, one such planet is our Earth. Yes, on which we live, on which we are living and studying geography right now, right? Yes. So, talking about planets, there are 8 planets in our solar system. We had already discussed that the total number of planets are 8 in our solar system, and according to the distance from the sun, they fall in the following order. Now, the diagram which I had given you in the earlier class on day 1, we will take the center of point of origin sun, and from sun the closest, after that which planet comes after that, the most closest will be nearer to the sun and the most farthest will be farther from the sun. In that arrangement, in that order, we will know the names of the 8 planets and facts about them. So, the first 4 planets from the earth, if you can see the diagram from the book also, first 4 planets, or see the diagram in the notes that I had given, are Mercury. Mercury is the closest to the sun. Mercury, Venus, Earth, third one, fourth Mars. These are the first 4 planets, and these 4 planets, first 4 planets, are also called as terrestrial planets. The first 4 planets of our, there are total 8 planets. The first 4 planets are called what? Terrestrial planets. So, what are terrestrial planets? So, your answer must be Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. These all are terrestrial planets. And what is the nature of all these 4 planets? 4 terrestrial planets are, they are rocky in nature and small in size as compared to the last 4 planets of our solar system. They are small in size. Now, hence, last 4 planets of our solar system, first 4 planets are called terrestrial planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. Last 4 planets are also called as giant planets or Jovian planets. The meaning of Jovian is giant, huge. So, the last 4 planets are called as giant or Jovian planets. The first 4 planets are called terrestrial planets. The last 4 planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. In that also classifications are made. Means in the last 4 planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Jupiter and Saturn are called as gas planets. Why they are called as gas planets? Because in the second point, just below the last 4 planets, are also called giant planets or Jovian planets, I had mentioned that either gaseous or liquid, in bracket I had given ice in nature, means these four planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, these four planets are either gaseous in nature, just like terrestrial planets are rocky in nature. So these last four planets are either gaseous or liquid or in an icy state in nature. So among the last four planets, Jupiter and Saturn, the first two are called also known as gas planets because they are made up of gases, and the last two planets among the four, that is Uranus and Neptune, are called ice planets because they are made up of ice. In planets, in the last, in our solar system, Jupiter is considered to be the biggest planet of our solar system. Which planet is considered as the biggest planet of our solar system? Jupiter. Whereas Mercury is considered as the smallest planet of our solar system. Mercury, the smallest planet of our solar system. The Earth is the fifth largest, the smallest planet of our solar system. Mercury, which is the first planet just after the Sun in sequence when we see the diagram. So it is very much near to the Sun. It is the smallest planet. Pluto, dwarf planet. We will discuss what are dwarf planet and details about the dwarf planet. But all the planets, means all the 8 planets move around a fixed path which is called its orbit. So in the diagram, numerous circle or numerous lines has been made for each planet. You can easily see in the diagram, and those lines are called the fixed path. Fixed path means every planet must follow a fixed path. They do not change their path. They move in their fixed path around whatever planets they are moving, but their path is fixed, and those fixed path is called its orbit, and they revolve around the sun. All the 8 planets are revolving around the sun in a fixed path, and that fixed path is called orbit. Interesting things in the chapter. Planets. From where do the word planets derived from? So planet word is derived, it is an English word, it is derived from a Greek word called planetai, and in Greek the meaning of planetai means wanderer. And what is the nature of the planets? They are also wanderers. In our solar system, they keep on moving around the sun, they keep on moving on along a fixed path called orbit, right? North Star is also known as pole star, and pole star and north star are the same thing, and it helps us to indicate the northern direction. In the northern direction, one brightest star, it is the brightest star, and it helps us to know the northern direction. As I discussed in the earlier class about, as we were discussing about constellations, again the name came that Ursa Major, as I told you earlier also, but here Ursa Major, it is one of the prominent constellation which we are knowing. It is also known as Big Dipper, means Ursa Major or Big Dipper, as one student has got two names, one name in school, different name at home, just like the same Ursa Major and Big Dipper. Many people call it as Big Dipper also. It is the name of Ursa Major constellation. And what are constellations? Constellations are the group of bright stars. If you are writing group of stars, it will be wrong. The key word in that is bright. Bright must be there in your answer. That it is a group of bright star or pattern of bright star. And the pattern of Ursa Major, if you will see the pattern of Ursa Major, it is made up of 7 stars, and the last star it appears to be like a tail, and that tail or the last star which is forming a tail like structure, that tail is called alioth. Alioth, which is the brightest star in Ursa Major. So Ursa Major constellation is made up of 7 stars. The constellation, if you see the diagram of that Ursa Major constellation, I will put the diagram in the next class for your convenience. So if you see the diagram, the tail of that Ursa Major constellations, the tail at the tail in the last, that tail, the star which makes the tail of the Ursa Major, is the brightest star among the 7 stars group in that Ursa Major, and that star is known as Alioth. And in Hindi we call that constellation and that pattern, we call it as Saptarishi Mandal. Mandal is a Hindi word. Mandal means group of stars. Here it means group of stars. Polaris, the brightest stars in Ursa Minor, just like the Alioth is the brightest star in Ursa Major. Polaris is the brightest star in Ursa Minor. It is another constellation that is very much known to the people. Now, what are asteroids? In the mind map of the chapter, we had seen that we are going to learn about asteroids in this chapter as well. So, before going in detail, first we will know, as we had developed the habit of knowing the definition first, that what are asteroids. So, beyond the Mars and Jupiter, beyond the planet Mars and Jupiter, there exists a belt of small rocks. The pattern is just like a belt. And all the belt is formed of small rocks beyond Mars and Jupiter. The belt of small rocks are called asteroids. In simple word, you can easily recall it. Interesting fact about constellations that I want to share with you all, that one interesting thing about constellations are that out of 88 constellations, as I told you in the previous class, among those 88 constellations, 12 major constellations, based on their design and pattern. Every constellation has got different pattern, different design. So, out of 88 constellations, 12 major constellations based on their designs and patterns, which makes our zodiac sign also. How many zodiac signs are altogether? Memorize that. There are 12 zodiac signs. I am just giving you some examples, but the rest of the zodiac sign, it is your assignment, part of assignment as well. Just like Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Rashifal. In Hindi we call it Rashifal. So, out of those 88 constellations present in the space, among those 88, 12 constellations, designs or patterns are such, or are there, which makes our 12 zodiac signs. Example already I had given: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, etc., and the rest 9 you will write in your assignment. As I told you, or many a times I told you beforehand, that we are going to discuss about the dwarf planet in some detail. So, planets we are reading, but no one has raised the questions that, sir, what are planets? So, now we will know what are planets. So, any celestial body, heavenly body, both are the same. Any celestial body having more than, understand it very well. What are planets? Answer to it is that answer to this question is that any celestial body having more than 27% mass. Mass means the weight. Take a celestial body just like Pluto. Any celestial body having 27% more mass as compared to planet Pluto, means any celestial body which have 27% more mass than Pluto is considered as planet. So all those 8 planets have got mass more 27% more than 27% also, but at least 27% more mass than the dwarf planet Pluto. And those celestial body which are having 27%, at least 27% more mass than the dwarf planet Pluto, those celestial body are considered as planets. Ceres, it is a type of asteroids. The name of the it is the largest asteroid that is found between the belt of Mars and Jupiter. The belt of small rocks that is called asteroids. Among those belt, the biggest object or the biggest asteroid that is found between Mars and Jupiter, the name of that biggest object or biggest asteroid is Ceres. Talking about Pluto, very small in size, off-bit orbit means it doesn't follow a fixed path as all the planets follow, and it is beyond Kuiper belt. What is Kuiper belt? We all will this also we will know further. Eris 2003. Eris 2003. 8 planets are there. Ninth one is the Pluto, that is not a planet, dwarf planet, and the 10th planet is known as Eris. The name of the 10th planet or the largest dwarf planet is Eris. It is found by the scientists or the astronomers in the year 2003, and so the name has been given to the Eris as 2003 UB 313. This is the name of the Eris that is given by the scientists. So, Eris is the 10th planet and largest dwarf planet discovered till date. These are some of the important facts which I want to share with you all in the topic dwarf planet. That's why we are talking that we will take the dwarf planet in a bit detail. Now, turn for Kuiper belt. Just now we had discussed that Pluto is beyond the Kuiper belt. So, what is Kuiper belt? It is just like the belt as we have seen between Mars and Jupiter. That belt is made up of rocks and called asteroids. Kuiper belt, it is also of type of belt which is found beyond Neptune. Beyond means beyond the eighth planet, far far beyond Neptune, and this belt is made up of ice, not rocks. So don't get confused between asteroids and Kuiper belts. Asteroids are also a small rocks belt that is found between Mars and Jupiter. Kuiper belt is the ice belt that is found far, far, far beyond the planet Neptune and dwarf planet Pluto, as similar to the asteroid belt that we had seen in Mars and Jupiter. So, students, to the best of my potential, to the best of my efforts, I am trying my best to make you understand the chapter, in a in the easiest and simplest manner and in an elaborative form, because you are reading the lessons online. So keep reading, keep watching my video, and day by day I will try to put some interesting facts as I always tried in the previous classes also for the students, for the convenience of students and parents. So this was the end of day 2, geography, chapter 1. What is the name of the chapter? The earth in the solar system. Please read the diagram very carefully and at least try to practice the diagram in your fair copy as well. Thank you so much.